Hi there, welcome to my home. I'm Shelley from Love My Mat, and this class is for our spring clean program. I'm going to encourage you today to find a big carpeted space if you have it to practice on. It's my preference to practice on a carpet versus a mat. I find it gives me just as much grip to move around, a little bit of extra cushioning, and also the space I need to not feel confined by my mat. That being said, if you do prefer your mat, go ahead and roll your mat out. Whatever you need is what you need, right? We all have different preferences, we're all different, so you honor yourself here. I also have with me a bolster, a mini round bolster, and some knee pillows just in case I need them. I also have Jolene here, who's probably gonna meow and be around in class, if that's cool with you. If you don't have these props, perhaps you have some blocks or books or cushions to have around just in case you need them. So grab what you need, find your space, and come meet me on your mat or carpet. Today's spring clean class is going to be all about transitions. So instead of focusing more on the pose itself, I'm going to ask you to focus more on the transition. So how you move between one pose to the next. I tend to really like repetition, so we will be repeating poses over and over, or repeating transitions over and over. The idea here is to give you time to feel how these transitions work with your body. So experiment all you want, take longer breaths, take shorter breaths, hold the pose for longer, move slower or faster through transition. The point of this class, again, is to honor how your body feels in time of transition. So don't worry about following with my speed. You do what works best for you. Right, let's get started. So find a spot where you can plant your feet down, maybe spread your toes. That idea of spreading the toes and planting the feet down will help you feel grounded, help you feel connected to the earth and stable and steady. Perhaps close your eyes, roll out the shoulders if you need. Take a couple breaths here. Nice big breaths. Take a couple more big breaths. Notice how it feels to fill and empty the belly. Right, and then let go of that idea of a larger breath and settle into whatever pace of breath you have today. I like to start by moving my spine in all the ways possible. So with the feet still grounded, the toes still spread wide. Exhale out all your air. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, a little side bend over to your left. Inhale, reach the arms up again, nice long spine. Exhale, little side bend over to the right. Inhale, reach up. Take a little bit of a back bend if you can here. And then as you exhale, hands come through to heart center. Start to tuck the chin, round the upper back. Slowly roll the whole spine down. Bend the knees as much as you need. Yeah, let that be your whole breath out. And then a breath in, we're going to do the opposite. Breathe in. Slowly roll your spine up. Reach the arms up, a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. Right, let's do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, side bend to your left. Get a good stretch down that side body. Move a little bit here if you want. Rise back up. Exhale, side bend other way. Again, feel that whole side body stretch. Move around a little bit if you need. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands through heart center. You don't have to turn, I'm just turning to show you as you slowly round and roll all the way down with that whole breath out. Inhale. This time, let's come halfway up here. You can grab a bolster or blocks if you need. We'll get a little bit of a twist in the spine. So from that halfway up position, keep your left hand planted, bend your left knee, inhale, twist, reach that right arm up. Yeah. Exhale, take that other hand back down. bending through your right knee. Inhale, left arm up. A little bit of twist through the spine. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. Exhale, hands come back down. Both knees slightly bent, and then you inhale slowly to rise up and reach those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right, that felt good, hopefully, yeah? You can move your bolster or blocks out of the way. And then we're gonna come to chair pose. I like using chair pose as a starting point for lots of transitions. So again, plant your feet firmly, spread your toes wide. We wanna feel grounded, we wanna feel stable. Sit yourself back a little bit, feel the weight come back to the heels, a little bit of strength in the core, and open heart here as you press your thumbs into that heart. Breathe here. Let's inhale to rise a little. Exhale to sink a little. So you're just moving with your breath. Your inhale lifts you a little. Your exhale lowers you just slightly. Right? And really feel that transition. Feel how the weight changes front to back. Moving with your breath. These could be slower, these could be faster, whatever works for you. Good. Next time you exhale, we'll sink back into the heels, into the sit bones. Keep the bum low. Inhale, reach the arms up. It will make this a greater transition as you exhale. Start to straighten the legs a little bit more and fold forward. The arms can reach up and all the way back. Inhale, drop the bum, lift the arms and chest. So exhale, folding forward, sweeping the arms up and back, dropping the crown of the head, unbending the knees as much as you comfortably can for those hamstrings, and then inhale, rising up again. Exhale, fold. Again, you're working with your own breath. Enjoy this movement as you rise and feel strength, and as you exhale to soften and stretch. Yes, just a couple more times, moving at your own pace. Yeah, once more, all the way through. Strong, stable feet, nice, slow, calm breath married with your movement. Come back to that chair pose. Bring hands to heart center and rise up out of this. Nice, maybe give those legs a little shake, give the shoulders a little shake. How are you feeling? How is this movement feeling for you? Grab your blocks or bolster or some kind of support that you can rest your hands on. Place it in front of your feet, right? A little bit more transition. When we did all those chair poses, you probably felt it in the quadriceps. So let's stretch those out as we transition from dancer's pose to a little bit of balance work. Again, feet are firmly planted. Toes can be spread wide. We'll start with standing on the left foot, okay? Bend your right knee, grab a hold of that right foot. Find that nice long spine. You can grab a strap to hold on to this foot. If you can't quite hold on to it, you can just kick the heel back toward the bum and stand and practice your balance. Whatever works for you here. On an inhale, press down through the left foot, reach up through the left arm, chest is open. As you exhale, start to tilt forward and kick that leg back, coming into a dancer's pose. Right, again, we're gonna do a little bit of transition. So inhale, rise a little. Exhale, fall a little. You can bend that standing knee as much as you need. You've got that support in front of you from your bolster or blocks if you need it. Moving with the breath. Kick that leg out, reach the arm forward. Maybe just once more, I often lose count. And then if you can from here, start to tilt forward even more, and take that left hand down to your bolster or block. Kick that right leg up. You can open up through the hip, thinking of kind of like, whoop, see, we all fall. Thinking of a little bit of like a candy cane pose almost. Open up that leg, open up that chest. You can look toward that open hip, and then can you release the foot and the arm? You don't have to. We'll bring it to a warrior three, high lean. We want to level off the hips here, hands steady and stable on the bolster or blocks. Extend out through that back leg. Good. Hi, girl. Right? And then we'll just kind of lift back up into our warrior three. Now, warrior three can look like anything it needs to for you. You can drop your foot for a minute, take a little break here off that standing left leg. Bring our hands back to heart center and lean forward enough just to lift that back leg. We're looking for a straight line from crown of head out to that heel. Right? A little bit of movement here. On an inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, draw knees and elbows in toward the center of body. Good. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, bring it in. Keep that back nice and straight. Move with your breath. You can do these movements fast or slow. You can not do these movements if you want. You can just practice standing on one leg if you want. One more time. Bring it in. Exhale, bring it out. Take the hands back down. Lift that leg up as high as you can. Get a big stretch on that standing leg. Drop the head, drop that leg. Woo, right? You feel that all in the hamstring, all through the calf and the ankle. Let's take another little twist here while we have the hands down on the support. Open up the body. Drop the hand, other side. Knee bent, same side as that hand that's dropped. Reach up. Good. Exhale, come on back down. And slowly roll up here, all the way back to standing. Right? Nice straight spine. Let's do all that on the other side. So our right foot stays planted this time. Give me a second, I'm gonna have a drink of water. You can have a drink too if you want. Right, we want to stay really hydrated in the spring as we transition from winter to spring. So keep yourself hydrated, just like a plant, you'll grow and grow. Anyways, back to dancer pose. Right foot planted, left knee bends. Again, you can hang out here if you want. You can wrap a strap around this foot to pull it in closer to you. Maybe you can reach back to grab that foot. Find that stretch through that front quadricep. And then reach that right arm up. Soften through the shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Come into your dancer pose. Whatever your full expression looks like today. It doesn't have to look like mine. It doesn't have to look like yours did yesterday or last week. Right? Good. Inhale, rise up a little. Exhale, sink in a little. Keep planting down through that right foot. Woo. All right, transitions, they can be tricky. Moving with your breath, honoring your body, honoring these transitions. Once more, finding that full extension for you today of dancer's pose, and then see if you can transition. If you need to let go of that back foot, go ahead. Bring the hand down to the bolster. Whoop. I think I got it. Open up a little bit if you can. Yeah. Maybe smile. Breathe. Right? Extend that back leg, reach that back arm up, a little bit of a half moon pose, transitioning to warrior three. Drop that left hip, extend out through the left heel and through the crown of the head. Just like we did on the other side, let's drop that left foot for a minute. Shake out those hips a little. Yeah. Yeah. And then get that little twist in. So if your right knee's bent, your right hand stays planted, you reach the arm up. Drop the hand down, other side. Enjoy that sensation of opening. Enjoy that sensation of exhaling and dropping the arm down. Good. And then slowly rising up to stand. And we'll get into that warrior three on the right foot. All right? So right foot planted, we're grounded down. Extend back through the left toes. And lean forward until you find your variation of warrior three today. Maybe your big toe stays on the ground. Maybe it's in line with the head or lifted higher. It's always in line with the head, actually. Maybe you hold on to something for balance. Yeah, how does it look for you today? So we'll inhale, extend the arms forward. Exhale, knees and elbows in, or knee and elbow in. Find that nice, slow, strong, controlled movement. Can you do one more? Good, extend that leg out, extend the arms out. Come on down, find your support. Kick that left leg as high as you can. Feel a good stretch in that right hamstring. And drop that leg down. Whew. Shake her out a little bit, yeah? Good, slowly again, roll up to stand. Shake those legs out. Maybe move that bolster or the blocks out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna have another sip of water. You can too. Remember, water, spring, growth, transition. Let's come back to chair pose, okay? So spread the toes wide, sink the bum down, lift heart and chest, hands to heart center. Good. We're gonna start to transition now from our chair pose to warrior one. So take a breath in here. Exhale, sink down a little bit. Press the left foot into the mat, step the right foot back. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, transition back to chair. Other side. Inhale, step foot back, reach arms up. Ground down through that back heel. Exhale, step forward. So once again, moving with your breath, think about how it feels to move from chair to warrior one. Planting all the feet down, or all the corners of the feet down, right? Keeping that knee bent without moving past the toes if possible. You can add a little back bend if it feels good. Right? You can just hang out in warrior one for a couple extra breaths on each side if that feels better for you. We're moving with the breath. Slowly, mindfully transitioning. One more time. Step that left foot back. When you get into the right foot forward, left foot back, hold there in your warrior one. On an inhale, open up for warrior two. So you're going to open up that left toe a little bit, right toe faces forward, shoulders together. Arms are nice and strong and straight. We're going to start to transition to a humble warrior here. So the hands come together behind the back. Clasp the hands together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold to the inside of that right thigh. Reach those arms up and over. You can grab a strap here if you want. Inhale to rise up. We transition to the other side here. So turn the right toes forward as you straighten that right leg. Turn the left toes out. Bend through the left knee. Fold and arms come up and over. Again, you can do this as fast or as slowly as you want as we transition from one humble warrior to the next. Try to keep the jaw soft, the shoulders soft, the feet grounded. Be present here with these movements. Feel the strength coming from the legs, from the obliques even, from the back body. Let's do that a couple more times, yeah? Folding down, bowing down. Moving with the breath. It's all about the mindful movements. Yeah. One more time to the right. And one more time to the left. So let's hang out here on our left side. We can rise back up and release the arms, taking that warrior two on the left side. Good. Let's flip that to warrior one. So turn that right foot in, left toes still face forward, arms reach up. I like to shorten my stance from a warrior two to a warrior one, but again, do what works best for you. Right? What are we going to do again? We're going to transition from this warrior one to chair pose. So inhale, breath in, press the hips forward, spine long. Exhale, chair. Now that left leg steps back. So we're alternating legs. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chair. Inhale, warrior one, opposite side. Exhale, chair. Move with the breath. Feel how your breath supports your movements. If you can keep a calm breath, you can keep a calm mind and a calm body. Oops. Just a couple more times. Last time on the left side. Last time on the right. Back to chair pose. Holding here. Good. And then on an inhale, rise up, 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 up. Little back bend if it feels good. Exhale, hands heart center. Shake those legs out. Shake that body out. Take a big breath in, out through the mouth, cleansing breath in, out through the mouth, and in again, and out. Inhale, arms reach up. On an exhale, slowly, slowly roll the body down, down, down. Bend the knees and we will drop our bums to the ground. I'm going to turn the opposite way so you can see. So we'll start in boat pose. I love boat pose because it's a really good transition. And the idea here is we're just going to be rolling forward and back. Again, I want you to honor your body with how much you want to roll forward and how much you want to roll back. Thinking about the safety of your neck, your back, your hips, right? So find your sit bones planted down. Maybe you want to start with your hands behind your knees or even hands behind you. That's up to you. When you're ready, you can lift your feet. Finding that nice strong boat pose. Maybe you release the arms, whether they're behind the knees or the back. That's up to you. Good. Let's do a toe tap here. Right toe, left toe. Right toe, left toe. Heart stays open. How does it feel on the quads and the hip flexors as you drop and lift those feet? How does it feel on the belly? Good. One more time, each side. And then we'll cross the legs over. Lean the body forward. Tuck the chin. You'll feel a stretch through the outer glute here. Inhale to rise back up. We take that quick boat pose. And then exhale, you're going to roll down and kick the legs up and over. Inhale, roll back up through boat. Cross the opposite leg over. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Boat pose. Exhale, roll back. Whatever feels good for you. Inhale, rise. Cross legs, fold forward. That's your exhale. Inhale, rise. Boat. Exhale, roll. Maybe you roll all the way back with those feet up above. Maybe not. That's up to you. Inhale, boat. Exhale, cross and fold. Move through this a few more times at your own pace. What feels good for you? Do you want to hold any of these poses longer? Do you want to take a deeper extension of these poses? An easier extension of these poses? What works for you? A couple more times, moving through the spine, staying strong through the core. Trying to remember to cross the opposite shin in front of the other each time, so switching that up. And last time, fold forward. You just hang out there for a minute. So you're still hanging out in that forward fold from that cross-legged position. Let's walk our hands over to the left. Get a good side body stretch. Breathe into the body. It might feel good to open up through the arm. Other side, walking over to your right. Press the hands into each other. Maybe it feels good again to open up a little bit here. Walking back forward. And inhale to slowly come up. We're going to transition one more time to that boat pose. And then cross the opposite leg over this time, right? Exhale, fold forward again. Walking yourself over to your right once more. You can open up, you can move, you can stretch, whatever feels good. Feeling the breath expand in that back body and the side body here. Walking over to your left. Move as you wish, be still. What do you need? Come on back through to center and rise back up. Give those shoulders a little shake. I've got one more transition for you before we rest a little bit, okay? This is a little bit of a fun one. It does require us doing pigeon pose. If you're not a huge fan of maybe say the traditional standard pigeon pose, you can always do pigeon pose on your back. I'll show you what that looks like really quickly. It's like that figure 4 stretch. So this would be a supine pigeon. And you can always take it into a twist here, one side, cross it over, twist the other way. So that's your alternative to this sort of dynamic little pigeon flow that we're going to do here. If you want to work on that, that variation of pigeon, you go ahead. Otherwise, we're just going to sink into pigeon pose with our right leg forward, left leg back here. Right. Yeah. So extending out through the top of the left foot, the right knee. You can turn this into a sleeping pigeon if you want, if it's accessible for you, or if you like it, you don't have to. The idea is we're going to transition from this side of pigeon to the other side. So this is about moving through those hip sockets, right? So we'll lift up, start to bend that left knee. Both knees lift as we start to switch over to the left side. So you may have to adjust a little bit here, press into the top of that right foot now. You can sink down if you wish. It might be nice to have a bolster or a block to lean into here. You can always carry it with you as you transition. And feel pigeon pose here. Move around in it, what feels good. Right, and let's think about that transition again. You'll drop that left hip down, so you're rolling those hips open a little bit, bending through the knees, moving the thigh bones in the hip sockets, kicking that left leg back, leveling out those hips, either sitting up tall or putting your pigeon to sleep. Right? So inhale, we're rising, we're transitioning over. Exhale, either sleeping or just standing tall. Inhale, rise. That mindful transition over. Exhale, sleep if you want. Right, remember, you can be doing this on your back if you prefer. Taking that figure 4 stretch, turning it into a twist from side to side. Slowly lifting, feel the muscles of the back body lifting up the heart and chest. Feel those hips moving around, getting a good stretch. A few more times, I'll try to lead you to it without talking for a moment or two. So complete one more round on each side. Mindfully moving through. And when you feel ready, rising back up. If you're on your back, you can stay there. If you're not on your back yet, we'll transition to our back. Maybe grab your block, your bolster, your books, whatever support you have here. And we'll just get set up for a nice little bridge pose to wind down our practice. So feet are planted firmly down. We're going to use this bolster in a moment. We'll start with a little bit more of a dynamic bridge, and then we'll get into a restful bridge. Palms plant down. Chin tucks just enough to keep the back of the neck long. We don't want to over tuck it. Again, ground down through your feet. We want to feel like we're grounding into the earth. Feel that stability. Use the hands like feet now. Ground down through the fingers, the palms, even the outer edges of the arms and shoulder blades. On an inhale, slowly roll the spine up. Roll it up as high as you comfortably can. The glutes are strong, the quads are strong. Exhale, roll the spine back down. I like to call these bridge rolls because we really are rolling the spine as much as possible. Rounding, lifting, and unrounding. Again, this will be the last time that we're really working with the breath, okay? So your inhale lifts you, transitions you from that flat back to that lifted bridge, and the exhale rolls you back down. That nice flat or neutral spine. If you want, you can even tilt that pelvis a little bit more forward to give it a little bit of an arch here before you flatten out and move back up. All right, do this 3 or 4 more times with your breath. All right, next time you lift, holding there. You can stay here if you want. You can clasp your hands together, pressing the hips just a little bit higher. Take a couple big breaths. It's your last bit of effort I'm going to ask from you, and then we can rest. Good. Release the arms. Grab your block, your bolster, whatever you have. Place it underneath, not quite the low back, underneath the sacrum, the pelvis. Open up your palms. Soften the shoulders and the chest, and relax. Feel your breath. And really allow the body to sink into the support below the pelvis and the floor beneath you. Let go as much as possible here. Just 2 more breaths in bridge pose or supported bridge. Pressing into the feet to lift the hips up. Pull your bolster or your block out to one side so that we can twist onto it. Slowly roll the spine down. We'll straighten the leg that's on the side of the bolster or block. Bend that other knee or that thigh in toward your chest. And then twist yourself over so that the leg is supported on that block, pillow, or bolster. See if you can keep your shoulders nice and flat to the ground. Maybe turn your gaze away from that bent knee. Feel free to close your eyes and have a couple breaths here. We don't want to think necessarily about getting as deep as possible in this twist. We want to think about softening into this twist. So allowing the weight of the body, the weight of gravity to pull us down and to find our resting spot. To come out of this twist, you can look back toward the ceiling, untwist the body, plant your feet back down, find your center spot, and move your bolster, your block, your pillow to the other side. Straighten the leg that's on the side of your support. Bend the opposite knee in toward the chest and twist the opposite direction that you did last time. You can extend the arm out. You can hold on to the knee if you want. Find a way to rest here. Find a way to sink down and release. Come out of this side again, turn your head back to center if you've turned it, untwist the body, plant the feet and recenter. Getting ready for Savasana. If you need any extra props, you can go ahead and grab them. I like to keep a bolster underneath my knees because it helps keep my spine neutral. And get as comfortable as you can here. Tuck the chin a little. Move your body to find complete rest. Close the eyes, sink into your breath and your body. Feel how the body responded to all that movement, all those transitions. Notice if there's any spots in the body that feel maybe extra loose, extra softened, or perhaps even a little tighter. Breathe in and out of those places. Express some gratitude for your movement practice today. Express some gratitude toward your body for helping you transition from one pose to the next, from winter to spring. Transition through any challenges that present themselves in life. Knowing that your body and your breath always know the way. And as we lie here for a few more moments, tune deep into the body, noticing those little subtle movements that are inviting you to relax and soften deeper and deeper. You can stay here as long as you wish. When you are ready to awaken the body, I'd like you to think about your fingertips and your toes being roots, growing slowly. Start to wiggle those roots, growing out of the earth, out of the soil. Move your head a little bit, your fingers, your ankles, your toes. Think about growing now. And grow nice and tall as you stretch through the toes and reach through the arms, extending right out of the soil, reaching up toward the sun, toward the warmth, toward the longer spring days. As you exhale, draw everything in. Give yourself a little hug for all the work you've done, making it through your transitions, through your movement, moving with your body and breath. You can lift your left arm up overhead, roll to that side. Offer yourself a little extra gratitude. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and gently press yourself up to a seated position. I want to thank you for taking the time to practice with me today, for taking the time to honor your body in this transition from winter to spring. And I hope that you feel great and can use some or all of these poses as you move forward through any of your life's transitions. Thank you and be well.